Truth will ultimately prevail where there is pains taken to bring it to light. George Washington.
Bankers own the earth. Take it away from them, but leave them with the power to create credit, and with the flick of a pen, they will create enough money to buy it back again. If you want to be slaves of bankers and pay the cost of your own slavery, then let the bankers control money and control credit. Sir Josiah Stamp, Director, Bank of England, 1940.
History records that the money changers have used every form of abuse, intrigue, deceit, and violent means possible to maintain their control over governments by controlling money and its issuance. James Madison.
I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. Already they have raised up a moneyed aristocracy that has set the government at defiance. The issuing power should be taken from the banks and restored to the people to whom it properly belongs. Thomas Jefferson.
The government should create, issue, and circulate all the currency and credits needed to satisfy the spending power of the government and the buying power of the consumers. By the adoption of these principles, the taxpayers will be saved immense sums of interest. Money will cease to be master and become the servant of humanity. Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, the world is governed by very different personages from what is imagined by those who are not behind the scenes. Benjamin Disraeli.
Oh, all the perplexities, confusion, and distresses in America arise not from the defects in the Constitution or Confederation, nor from want of honor or virtue, as much from downright ignorance of the nature of coin, credit, and circulation. John Adams.
When plunder becomes a way of life for a group of men living together in society, they create for themselves, in the course of time, a legal system that authorizes it and a moral code that glorifies it. Frederick Bastiat. The division of the United States into federations of equal force was decided long before the Civil War by the high financial powers of Europe. These bankers were afraid that the United States, if they remained in one bloc and as one nation, would attain economic and financial independence, which would upset their financial domination over the world. The voice of the Rothschilds prevailed. Therefore, they sent their emissaries into the field to exploit the question of slavery and to open an abyss between the two sections of the Union. Otto von Bismarck.
I have never seen more senators express discontent with their jobs. I think the major cause is that deep down in our hearts we have been accomplices in doing something terrible and unforgivable to our wonderful country. Deep down in our heart we
We know that we have given our children a legacy of bankruptcy. We have defrauded our country to get ourselves elected. John Danforth.
Whoever controls the volume of money in any country is absolute master of all industry and commerce. James A. Garfield.
The bank hath benefit of interest on all monies which it creates out of nothing. William Patterson.
The real menace of our republic is the invisible government which, like a giant octopus, sprawls its slimy legs over our cities, states, and nation. At the head is a small group of banking houses. This little coterie runs our government for their own selfish ends. It operates under cover of a self-created screen, seizes our executive officers, legislative bodies, schools, courts, newspapers, and every agency created for the public protection. John F. Hyland, Mayor of New York.
Soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force, you are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you.
15,000 anti-communist Chinese POWs and 8,000 North Koreans hid for months and two, steadfast in their refusal to return to Red. I have never profited from public service. I've earned every cent. And in all of my years of public life, I have never obstructed justice. And I think, too, that I can say that in my years of public life, that I welcome this kind of examination, because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
For the next few years in the war on terror, and what we would really have to do to win it eventually.
I am really deeply worried. We have two grandchildren who are 6 and 8.
On September the 11th, enemies of freedom committed an act of war against our country. Americans have known wars, but for the past 136 years, they have been wars on foreign soil.
Congress passes the most sweeping civil rights bill ever to be written into the law, and thus reaffirms the conception of equality.